Okay, we have just come off of the 95 area. We are in Highway 100 area, and we're on Old Kings Road in Palm Coast and Flagler Beach inland. When we were traveling out to see what was going on, it was really surprising how much flooding. Now, when we went just a little bit west, the tree damage was not so much. Just a little north and a little west. But as you come down toward here, these are not lakes. These are schools. And you're gonna see, like, I was shocked. Like, this is flooded, and that's a cemetery. I don't want to be buried there. Well, that one's drier, but I don't want to be buried in the hot sun either. Throw me in the water. Leave the cap loose on the urn, though, because I gotta get out. Look at that. These are just drain-off ditches, but right behind the trees to the left are a few creeks and swamps and such. I've never seen this much rain like this full. Like it's swampland into the woods. As you can see, the debris is getting worse and worse as we head south. It really was a fine line between damage and not. Like, we just drove to an area with no damage, and it was 10 minutes from the house. So, now we look, see, we got trees. That looks like a tornado smash right there.
Laid all the pines over.
Yeah. Usually when you see a big clump like that smashed, it's usually a downburst or tornado type activity. Yeah, it was like a whole line cut I saw, because these others are not, so it was more an event. But this creek is never full. Oh my flipping God, look at this creek. That's like scary. And where we're gonna go into our park, the creek that I said was 4 feet down, 3 feet down, not a concern, is up onto the bridge. And that's why I'm gonna film that. See, now this contributes to water problems. See, they made a huge cutout of land, and it's so much easier to build a cleared cut lot instead of taking their time and leaving trees to drink water. They just strip it. That contributes to global warming more than anything. You're removing your topsoil. You got topsoil erosion that keeps your core warm and cool, and you need trees to drink the carbon what we make, so there's one problem. Trees drink water. Every time I had a little yard that flooded, I planted a tree and it's problem solved. But now we're gonna be going into our park. It's not fun. There is a lot of trees. I heard chainsaws this morning, so I cleaned up my own little yard. And so anyway, this is what Flagler Beach inland. We were in an evacuation area. To the right side of the road's not evacuation. To the left side of the road is, because there are some creeks on the back side of the property. And I'm sure people are underwater. We stayed because we knew we were sheltered from the wind that was not going to be that strong. It was going to be in sporadic, and it was more a chance of a branch or something, and we got lucky. And look, see, world's normal, but we're about to go into the freaking apocalypse. I could not believe driving around this development this morning what was up.
But we still would have needed another 3 to 5 feet of water for us to have been.
For us in our area, because we are high ground in this park. See, look at all this. See, you had that area it could have run into, but it didn't. There's trees down over there. But like I said, this is like going into the apocalypse because we have the old hundreds of year old oaks that didn't get burned in the fire in 90s. The Daytona fire took a lot of these, what they call these oaks are protected. They're actually protected from being cut. You can only trim 30% of them. I mean, they are extremely protected because they're a huge wildlife, kind of like a baobab tree. Wildlife and you know, just regular functionality. The water oaks are extremely critical to their wildlife and the ecosystem here. There's a whole story that, you know, of who lives in these trees like a baobab tree that could be written. See, we had more trees down here, trees down here. Oops. It's just fine.
My lucky gets hooked on the car and we pull a whole fucking trail with it.
Yeah. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about now. This is, I'm not seeing this kind of flooding. Our bridge, don't stop on the bridge, but stop before it. I don't like running over bridges this full because they collapse easy. They get sucked out. See, it's over the wall, over the road, and it's getting fuller. It's fuller than when we left, and we're getting. Okay, the St. Johns River runs south to north. That's
has a lot
weird.
To do with tide too.
And it has a lot to do with tide. We're affected by tides. These canals lead to the ocean. They go to Bulow Creek, and Bulow Creek goes to the Halifax, and the Halifax goes to the ocean. So, like I said, that is, we knew this area is low. There's some more canals over there that are very full, but they're not over the bank. To the right side, see, there's canals over there. You can see the water barely under those palms. So that is almost up to the bank. And there's a creek there's a canal like that that runs behind our road, but it doesn't run behind our home. And like I said, this is kind of what it looked like after Ian. But it didn't act the same as any other storm I've seen. But we got to take each storm and all its elements and really do thoughts. You know, like, what if this and what if that? Best scenario, worst scenario. Right now, all the power is out in the area. We knew that would flood. Like I said, behind the red cabins when I was live. It always floods behind the red cabins. And this tree was down here, a couple of branches and stuff. Messy, of course. A few of the neighbors, we did hang it out here. We are against that backwood line, so we are protected. There were several large units that were in the path of the wind from the east. We're traveling west now, so the wind would come from behind us. But everybody fared well. We kept in contact with the neighbors. Everybody is good.
I can't believe that little thing.
The park fared better than we thought. We really thought we were into a really rocking situation. We really, like, the camper did not rock back and forth at all. It did not go crazy or
Shook.
a little bit of shakes every now and then. It was more the relentless, non-stop roar of the winds that was a little off-putting in my opinion. So anyway, I have my big debris pile. That was all the stuff that fell in our yard, and I still have the roof to clean. I washed the unit this morning, and I'm very, very happy that we still have a home. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.